Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, this is Prime Gaming here, and we are back with another commentary. Of course, on the background, we're having some Arkham Knight, two little different challenges, just to mix things up. Last time it was just a little bit of free roam, today we're having some challenges. So, last time we had a commentary, we were talking about pet peeves and how they kind of annoy people, how raising the toilet is, sentient bread, yada yada yada. So, now what I felt like speaking was kind of enlighten some people on what YouTube really is, because a lot of people say that YouTube is actually really easy, and I have to say YouTube is not easy whatsoever. A lot of people think that making a YouTube video is actually just sit there, record your voice, that's it. But no, it's not really that easy, as you say, because when you do commentary such as this one, you actually have to think beforehand what you're gonna say. Most of my commentaries, I'm actually just saying whatever comes off the top of my mind. I don't do scripts for a certain reason, because once you do a script, you start to sound like a robot. You don't have those emotions and the feels that you say as you're going on to like a live commentary, like I'm doing right now. But YouTube is not easy because honestly, I have to say, sometimes I spend a good half of my day editing a video, because for say the series I Am Bread, I actually go through 3 hours of recording for I Am Bread, which means I am literally exhausted by the time I'm finishing. As everyone knows, I Am Bread is very rage inducing, so everything I try to pick up the best bits, the parts where you can actually feel the emotions of me actually being a little bit, the parts I think might be a little bit comedic, and put it in there. Now, a lot of people might think, oh, the attempt counter I've put in there, oh, it's just for shits and giggles. No, I've actually keep track of all the attempts I have. So I'm actually doing those in real time. Whatever attempt it says on the bottom, that's the number of attempts it actually is. I am thinking one day just giving you a long episode of how I Am Bread was made. But that's up to the future. But some things about that is, once you're a YouTuber, it kind of starts off as a hobby, as it did for me, but then it slowly starts taking over. When you have to make a YouTube, everything goes towards it. You have to be consistent. I was inconsistent for a bit. I have to admit, there was a small time window where I just dropped the ball. But I was dealing with college and issues, and right now, kind of on a small break. Gonna jump back into this, gonna try and be the consistent YouTuber I was at one point, and keep going that. Now, what does this mean when it makes the YouTube videos? It means that when you make a YouTube video, you have to at least spend 1 hour recording. Like when I do the gun game videos. The gun game videos are actually live. They're the two first gun game videos I do. I spend all day warming up on normal multiplayer, and then I go into gun game, I record, choose the two, well, not choose, more like I use the two gun game clips I've got, and then go at it, do the editing touches, meld them into one video, and boom, upload it. But here's the thing, when you're a YouTuber, there's a lot of things you have to keep in mind. What your audience thinks. If your audience thinks you're enjoying what you're doing, which is most important, it's actually really important of that, because a lot of YouTubers have said feedback. That is the most important thing. If your viewers think you're not enjoying your game, they're not enjoying your video. They like to see someone who's enjoying themselves. Personally, I wish I would have commentated during the Arkham Knight series. I really enjoyed the game, which is why probably the Arkham Knight series didn't go as well as my other videos, because it didn't have a commentary. It was just literally a no commentary playthrough. Sure, a lot of people do like that, but I like to speak sometimes there's a thought that comes to my mind that makes me question, it makes a really good discussion point. So that's one thing you like to do, make some sort of communication and discussion between the community. But here's the one thing that has to be clear. If you're doing YouTube just for the pay, then don't do YouTube whatsoever. I mean, I've literally stumbled across channels that ask and beg for subscribers just so they can increase their pay. And then when you look at the videos, they're not really all that well content. Now, here's the thing about when you're actually enjoying your video and all that. You have to learn how to manage between fans, subscribers, and haters. Now, I know as a hater can actually bring you down, but you can't really let that get to your head, as the haters actually, half of the time, they're actually jealous, and if you look at their channel, they have nothing. But, hey, if you see a hater, you just don't think anything about it. I mean, if you see a hate comment on your videos, it's like, oh, this gameplay was bot or something, because I've actually gotten that comment before. I got a comment on one of my Call of Duty videos. I do not know why, even though I consider myself one of like the most amateur players in the world. I mean, I wouldn't even consider going to COD Champs or esports whatsoever. I mean, I am complete trash. I can get my ass handed to you by a 6-year-old in Call of Duty, but a lot of people think, oh, it's fake gameplay, somebody else records it for you and just comment on it. That is one thing you're gonna hear everywhere. Emphasis on why there's so many yada yada YouTuber exposed. One of the most notorious things I've heard was with Sniper Wolf, and look, shit happens. But really, when you become a YouTuber, it's not really a huge it can be a huge milestone if you actually like this, if this is actually your passion, if you're actually driven by it. If you're not driven by it, I recommend not doing it. You have to be someone that can actually manage your time. If you can't manage your time that well, then then make your content worthwhile. One channel I know actually does this perfectly is the Team 4-Star people. They give you an episode at least once a month, but it's worth the wait. So if you're going to like kind of I did. What I saw was I was taking too long for my next video. So what I do, I introduced I Am Bread. And now I Am Bread is starting to become a flagship series, which is starting to become like, what, 2 episodes a week? So YouTube, kind of a big work. YouTube is actually a job. I don't know how it became one, but hey, it is what happens. But when it comes to a lot of things, YouTube's actually a really great thing. You can actually express yourself really grandly on YouTube, as you can use it as a kind of fence to other things and whatnot. However, YouTube does also have its downsides. As I said, YouTube, when you become a gamer in YouTube, it consumes your time like there's no tomorrow. You have to learn how to manage time. If you're somebody who cannot manage your time or procrastinates way too much, you will not be able to thrive as you wish on YouTube. The reason I'm making this video is, honestly, it's something I've been wanting to say. I know I'm going to bring this up a couple of times as I keep going, as I grow. But, literally, YouTube came out of me as a hobby. I don't really know what started it initially. But you have to get one thing through. You can't do YouTube if you do not know the work that comes with it. I mean, there's other YouTubers that are they kind of have their work cut out for them. I mean, the pranksters, they just have to make the prank, film it. But I have to admit, the short film ones, the animators, the gaming YouTubers, they have their work cut out for them. I mean, we really have to get in there, do all the edits and whatnot, come up with the thumbnails, come up with commentary out of the blue sometimes. But it's part of the job. I've actually had people ask me recently, what do you need to be a YouTuber? What you need, literally, there's 3 things you need: a camera, a likable personality, and tits. Okay, maybe not tits, but you just need to enjoy yourself. If you don't enjoy yourself and what you're doing, then you won't get very far on YouTube. I mean, and one thing, you have to be patient. You have to be patient. If you're not patient and you don't enjoy yourself, you're not going to go very far on YouTube. Anyways, that is all the commentary for today. Hopefully you enjoyed, like the video. If what I said helped you, so be it. Comment your thoughts down in the section below. And as always, this has been Prime Gaming. And I'll see you on the next video. If my vocal cords survive. Only if they survive.